Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm taking you on another 14er adventure this weekend. Regis and I are taking attempt number 2 at the trunk camping. He's not amused with my YouTube shenanigans, but we brought our sleeping pads this weekend. I have my microphone fell off. But we brought our sleeping pads this weekend, so it should make it a little bit better. I have a Z-Lite pad. Regis has an older blow-up one that gives us somewhat of a platform to sleep on, so we weren't sliding, and we're parked in a little bit flatter than we did last weekend when we attempted to car camp outside, what was the Kit Carson and Challenger Point. So this should go a little bit easier. We are outside of Mount Shavano, and there's another one that's connected to it. Car camping outside there, and then we will formally camp tomorrow. But we are all set up for the night. Regis is just not having it here today. So anyway, I will take you on all my trail adventures this weekend, but we're gonna catch some shut-eye. Good morning, my friends. We got up a little under an hour ago, about 3:45. It is 4:34 right now. We are up, ready, dressed, and getting ready to rock and roll today for this morning. Actually slept pretty okay in the car this time around. I think once we have the mattress, that will be the key, but not too bad with the sleeping mat. So happy, don't feel super tired. Feels like it's a later start than last weekend, so I actually feel a little bit well rested, which is good. So we pretty much just got dressed, and now we are ready to rock and roll, hit the trail. So it's pretty dark out still. Sunrise probably for about another hour and a half, hiking in the dark, headlamp style. You know the drill. So these morning ones are always so anticlimactic because I'm like, I got up early, I'm tired, let's hit the trail. But any one of these days when Regis isn't so camera adverse, I'll show you the morning prep, which isn't exciting at all. Let's go hike another 14er. Hello, my friends, and good morning from just below tree line. The sun is coming up. Absolutely beautiful. I definitely lost Regis a while ago, moving slow. More so, the trail was flooded, and I kept thinking that the trail was the river or the creek, and I kept thinking I was off trail. So I kept pausing to look at my map to make sure I was going the right way, because I am notorious for overthinking it or taking stupid turns. But the map made it look like I was just a tiny bit off. And so I was like, crap, did I miss a turn so that I should be right to the right of the trail a tad? But it was fine, and more people were coming up with headlamps. So I realized I was on the right way. So that slowed me down a bit because I kept stopping to pull up my phone. But we are about to crest tree line here right as the sun is rising, which makes it magical and beautiful and worth it. And the good news is, this week, no me complaining on this video. I'm not nauseous. I feel pretty good. I've only had some tailwind and caffeine so far. I just have to start fasted. I've come to that conclusion, but trying to get in some carbs right away, whatever that looks like. I haven't used tailwind yet this year since I started running again. I'm losing my breath walking and talking, but I decided to bring that back into my routine. It's pretty gentle on my GI. I've just been really trying to eat more wholer foods, which are still sports nutrition. Not gels, like gummies and waffles and those scratch Slideberries Krispies I've been eating and things like that, just to kind of get used to eating more like solid stuff, since that's always been an issue with me. But I've been doing much better, but bringing that back in to get that slow trickle of glucose while I'm out on trail as well. So anyway, I'm gonna keep on keeping on, enjoy this beautiful sunrise, and get up above tree line to try to kick it, try to catch up so I'm not super behind Regis today on his summits and coming back down. So we are approaching the first peak. It is so cold. I should have brought my puppy. It's not cold really at all until the wind blows, and then it's like, so my hands are just frozen, but we're gonna keep on keeping on. So figured I'd just get a little update, stop for a little sticky snack back there, fill some water, keep on keeping on. I think that's where I need to get to now. Here's the summit. So I absolutely forgot to take a video at the peak because I was too busy trying to befriend someone. And I gave them my Instagram handle, and you know how douchey I feel when I tell people follow me and message me and we can run together, and then have to be like, but by the way, I'm an influencer. Like, I just feel so lame, but I don't know how else to tell someone they're gonna find my profile and it's gonna be like 77,000 of you people following me. It just feels a little weird. It's like reverse secrets. But anyway, I didn't record at the top. I was feeling kind of shitty. But then I ate some trail mix minus the raisins, because those are the worst thing in the world. So peanuts, almonds, and M&Ms. Some fruit snacks. Finished my Tailwind bottle, and I'm feeling much better. But I cannot find Regis. So that is the question of the day: is how I passed him without noticing it, or is he out here somewhere? Time will tell. Who knows? All right, I'm gonna try to scurry my way back over to Shavano. And you know, I was feeling kind of shit about the altitude and the incline, but I was talking to those people and they're like, Shavano's pretty steep on the way up. And I was like, you know what, it is pretty steep on the way up. So anyway, all right, I stopped talking to my phone, find my man, and keep on keeping on. That is Shavano over there. That's what I just summited. We are headed back over there and then back down. Hopefully I can cruise once I get back. Obviously I'm feeling better because I ate food. Magic. Amazing how that happens. All right, we are back on the first supplement, Shavano, or Shavano, however you say it. Out there, someone who is not phonetically challenged is making fun of me for getting all these peaks wrong. I didn't really stop here last time. I kept on going to get to the other one. It looks like weather's great though. I'm not really in a rush. Whew. The altitude's getting me. It has been the last few weeks though, on these higher, longer days. So just deconditioned. It is what it is. I am going to put my gloves away because the sun is finally actually warming everything, which is so nice. It was so chilly earlier. And then I will refill up some water, maybe eat some more food. I'm really hungry. I, don't eat a ton in the beginning of these days just because I try to be cautious with my stomach, but man, now today I am ravenous. I am gonna put an extra layer of Frey's Protect Me On. It has SPF 30 in the mountains. My face feels really dry, but also the sun is getting stronger and we're really close to it. So I try to be diligent with protecting my face. With that, I've been using Frey as my primary sunscreen and lotion, Montreal, for years now. Love her. I will link that below in the notes. My code is ListF. It's actually my #1 favorite product of all their products. I love it, or even pairing it with the vitamin C with all the sun exposure that I get. I try to be very, very cautious of that because aging and also cancer and health. So anyway, I'm going to chug the rest of this. My filter bottle, there is water on this way down. I definitely overpacked water, and Regis made fun of me for how heavy my pack was, and he was absolutely correct because I have way more water than I need. But I always run out, so I don't know. I think it's these cooler, high altitude days I need less than what I think. But on the really hot stuff in the Front Range and like Boulder and Golden and Morrison and Colorado Springs, that kind of stuff is just really low in altitude and just exposed and hot. So I think I just need to have a couple other here. Figure that out, but I guess I'd rather have more than less. But I'm lugging around all this weight, which makes you much slower. But I guess maybe I'm giving myself a training boost by training with all that weight on. But when you do this stuff, there was a creek crossing in the beginning for me to filter water on, which I did with my Katadyn water bottle there. But I don't know. There's just never water up here, up high, and I'm just struggling. So I have these 2 bottles that will fit in the front of my pack. And to give myself a little bit less weight to carry, we're just going to dump the rest of this out. See, I do not need to bring, that's kind of heavy in your pack. It takes up so much space, but I guess I just like to suffer extra. Sounds on brand for me. I bet someone hears me talking to myself over here and they're like, she's crazy. I feel like you're right. Okay, deflate that. I'm also going to swap out my buff for my hat since the sun is a little stronger now and it's finally not wind blowing, freezing, frigid. That rock and rolling. Something that I do try to do with being at altitude, or even when I was living in Georgia, you weren't at altitude, but it was so hot all the time, was wear a hat to protect my hair, which does not help the bottom of my ponytail, which is always the one that's the most damaged. But also I, can have that extra coverage on my face while I do wear sunscreen, but it's nice to be able to have that little bit of that extra, so you don't get quite as tan when you wear your sunscreen and your hat, and it doesn't help with the roots of your hair, but helps your health a little bit, I guess, of your hair and your skin. So, all right, we're gonna hit a stinger. I did meet someone who said they saw Regis, so at this point, I'm taking my sweet old time. I'm back on the top summit. It's a little before 11, so I'll be back down by the tree line before noon. And it doesn't look like there's going to be any storms anytime soon. So all the clouds are tucked back, and they're not even rising up. So just playing it smart, but I'm gonna food and water. Especially since I've been feeling kind of lightheaded today. We almost lost her into cracks the rocks, but we didn't. I'm feeling kind of going up that other mountain, the T one that I can't remember the name of. I was like not in a good mood. I was like, this day sucks. Not a good time. So much damn uphill. I think this is like 1,000 feet per mile, which is asinine. Or like something like that, between 800 and 1,000 feet per mile. So I'm always like on these hikes and like, why do I feel so slow? Well, ding dong. 1,000 feet per mile. So anyway, I think I just need some food in me. Really. That's the solution to everything. So finish this waffle, put my water in my pack, and head it back. Also, one last thing, kids. Do not leave this on the trail. You bring this back with you. Pack it in, pack it out. And shimmying back down below tree line here. Look how beautiful these views are now. You can see Salida over there. All the mountains. A mix of fast hiking and downhill running. And I'm headed back to the car because I'm hungry. I hope Regis is ready to eat because I sure know I am.